What is up, y'all? It's Boss Mertzy here. So, what is the best operator skill for any passive aggressive player? So, a passive aggressive player is going to be somebody that is not looking to go directly into the fight. They're more of like a stalker. I'm not going to say camper, because camper is somebody that's going to stay in one place for long amounts of time. They will move around, but they're going to stay in one spot, throughout the match, in various places for long amounts of times, trying to pick up kills. Now, a stalker or a passive aggressive player is going to be the type that's going to try to land away from everyone, get their loot, everything that they need ready to go. They're not going to try to jump into where everybody else is jumping in and basically try to run and scramble to get weapons and ammo and plates, where their risk of dying is significantly higher than survival. So I play a lot of 1v4s, and the only operator skill that, and I've used them all, I've played this game since the very, very beginning, and the only one that, when I'm playing a 1v4 match, that really has helped me gain an edge is airborne. And the reason I say airborne over a lot of other things is airborne is meant to get you in and out of someplace quickly. So, if I'm in, let's say there was a whole squad here, then I would need to probably get out of there if possible. But as I see, it's only one person, a bot. And then also airborne for, I guess, a passive aggressive player is going to kind of help you. I like it because it helps me move around the map quicker. I don't like to be in vehicles because you're easily spotted. You show up right on the map. Some of the vehicles are super loud, so you don't even need to be seen on the map before you're heard coming. So I try not to get into vehicles. Now, if I'm not using airborne for whatever reason, I know there are some new things that come out, and I try them out, and those are really about the only reasons or only times I don't use airborne. So yeah, that'd be, vehicle obviously going to be your fastest mode of transportation. But headshot. But airborne is a solo player's best friend. You're not going to rely on anybody else except for the airborne to get you to point A to point B. You're coming in stealthy. Now, people can see the airborne drop, so they can see it falling from the sky. Now, depends on how far away you are. Sometimes, if it's towards the end of the match, then yeah, typically people will see the airborne fall and land. And when the airborne lands, it makes people nervous because they know that somebody, or multiple people are getting ready to drop around them. So there also is that, you know, it's kind of like a surprise, I guess. Now you can look at your screen and you can see that somebody is dropping, you know, like with the parachute, you can see it red on your screen. Um, that's the thing with airborne, that doesn't show up until you are a certain perimeter off the ground. So when I go straight up and I'm kind of floating, I don't show up on people's radars until I'm just I don't know. I need to figure that out exactly, but I know that I don't show up on people's radars until a certain distance above them. Uh, you know, I know there's people that who have taken their eyes off of their radar just for a split second, and I've been able to land literally right behind them, um, and just not moved, and they had no idea I was there, and it was just a quick, easy kill. Um, so yeah, you know, here for example, I'm just kind of playing around. Um, you know, that's the thing. Airborne can get you up to places where, you know, the ninja or the jetpack, they just can't. They can't get you as high as this airborne can. I mean, the airborne can actually get you up onto the platform. It'll actually get you above the platform. So, I mean, it comes in handy for a lot of different things. And you'll see kind of towards the end here what its, you know, true capability is. So, you know, it's a solos match here. I have no idea where this guy is. He's probably, I don't know. I don't really care, to be honest. No, I do know and see a lot of people use mechanic. Mechanic's cool, um, you know, but if you have multiple players, the mechanic is only picking out one player. So once that goes over the top of somebody, it's easily able to be shot. And then once it's shot, then that player is able to kind of move around. Um, and if they're really skilled with hip fire like I am, I'm still able to kill people even if that thing's above me. Um, so I do see a lot of solo players using hip fire. I know smoke grenade was really big, but you know the only time it actually is of value is when you have it upgraded. Now the thing with airborne is regardless if it's upgraded or not, you're still going to be able to get up off the ground. You know, you're going to have a little bit more distance with the upgrade, actually quite a bit more distance. And then I think there are a couple other perks. All right, here we go. So I'm just kind of like slowly moving my way into the zone. So this would be more passive aggressive play. So like I will land into it, you know, eventually. Like I will put myself like in a position where I will probably have to fight several people. But if I can avoid that as a 1v4, then I'm gonna choose to avoid that because I don't. If I'm rolling up on someone, I have no idea whether it's one person, three people, four people. and I might get one kill, but that doesn't mean there's 3 other people in that squad that are right behind him coming to get his tags or coming to get me because I'm the one that killed him. Alright. So, and kind of the way I've played is I like to stay right on, the edge of the zone. Because when the zone gets ready to close, I drop my airborne and I'll start to float in and find a good little spot to perch. Not necessarily perch, but kind of as I'm floating over, I'll look down and I'll kind of see where everybody's laid out at, and I basically will pick the best spot for me to land that I won't have to, that I'm not going to put myself in the most danger. Because I have no backup. It's just me. So the zone's closing. Where's this guy? I hear him. Oh, there he is. Crack. Oh, missed. Missed again. Come on, baby. Alright, so he's knocked. And so that's the thing. So, like, somebody that's running on foot, they would never make it out of this. They would die for sure. I mean, I'm already getting ready to go into red. You know, I'm already in red right now. Without this airborne and playing kind of back in the zone. Yeah, normally people that don't have a vehicle, they would die. So like I said, I'm gonna try to hug the outside perimeter. Here I kind of got lost a little bit, but it actually worked out in my favor the way that I came. Alright, so I'm always keeping an eye kind of on my, well, I am always keeping an eye on my, oh, what do we got here? I do see, yeah, so okay, but yeah, I always keep an eye on my airborne for when it upgrades, basically. Dang, I missed a couple shots there. That could have been bad. Alright, so pretty much now at this point, I'm getting ready to put myself into the battle. So I've collected pretty much everything I've needed to collect. I have not hit any crates. That's fine. Pretty much everything that I have here I can fight with on my own without needing anything from crates. I typically will stock up with tons of smoke grenades, tons of grenades, and if I can, cluster grenades. And you'll see those come in benefit here very shortly. Alright, so I see a chopper. I'm not going to shoot because I don't want to give myself away, because I know there's a whole squad down there. And that'll more than likely be the squad that I fight at the very end. There's a crate right there that I could try to get, but I don't know where everyone else is. And there's a chopper there next to an airdrop. Not a weapon airdrop, but it is a crate. Alright, so I'm going to jump down here. Hopefully. Another thing that I did do a lot when I played solos was I carried, and this is kind of like before a lot of the changes, I carried FHJ like a lot, and that was really more I think like in the higher division, you know, when you're playing legendary, you know, there's always people in choppers, always. You don't necessarily have to do that, but if you do see a chopper on the map, try to grab yourself an FHJ, because that's one less headache that you have to worry about. Alright, so I'm trying to keep myself right next to the zone. Alright, and now it is me versus full entire squad. So, yep. Alright, so this is where the airborne really comes in. And pretty much everything that I'm carrying on me at this moment. So I know where they're at. And they're more than likely going to stay there. But at this point, I don't know if they're going to have like some cowboy that's going to come running up the hill. You don't know. So, but like I said, I'm watching my airborne right now as it's getting ready to meet her up. And there it is. Now I'm going to try to kind of come up here and get a good little angle if I can. Yeah, so somebody spotted me down there. All right, so here comes the airborne. So as I'm up in the air, I'm looking down. Now I don't show up on anybody's radar yet, but I do see where they're all at. They're all underneath me to the far back where that crate is. So I'm gonna land right here, just kind of lay down. At this point, no one has seen me yet. Now, so they're all across the street. Pretty much, just right across the street. So, let's see. I don't even know what the dude's shooting at. I don't know if he's just shooting to try to get me to come out. So, he does get me to come out. Oh, yeah, so I'm taking fire, so I'm going to plate. Now I hear all the footprints. Everybody's starting to come towards me, and now this is where, like I said, all these clusters kind of come into handy. So I know there's getting ready to be somebody coming up. Oh, so he is busted. I'm going to throw another one down there. He's going to have to take off. So I'm kind of in a position right now, so I'm going to throw the airborne down. I'm going to have to plate up. So here, I should have finished him. So I should have finished that guy right there. That was a mistake. I should have finished him. Then it would have been a 3-on-1 because as I'm dropping down behind this rock and repositioning myself, they do end up getting him up. It gives me just enough time to kill the guy that's getting him up, actually. So it would have been, now it would have been 2v2, which would have been much easier, to take on, as I can actually see all of their movements from here. Okay, so somebody's dropping, I'm surprised I still survived that, but they're all keeping a pretty good distance from me right now. I got 3 grenades left. Nobody's making the push. Okay, so somebody's using smoke, but nobody's really making the push yet. Okay, I did crack somebody. Okay, so somebody did sneak around the side. So yeah, that's going to be kind of my video on the airborne. Hope you guys liked it. Let me know. Got any comments, questions? yeah, guys, hope it suits the passive aggressive player that's going for them 1v4 solo versus squads.